devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
God is dead!
I know it feels like to be gone.
85% of the teenagers in high school have been exposed to hardcore Satanism.
Jesus wants me to live an abundant human life.
The blackest night.
I'm a king, man.
Fallen angels directly out of the bottomless pit. The demons of death and hell out of the bottomless pit. Images of witchcraft, black magic, torture, rebellion, and fallen angels. Satan's pretty cool.
Hello and welcome to Fake Ritual. I'm Lucas Sloppy, and first off, happy Halloween, everyone. Yep, it's Halloween weekend, and it's just kind of the best time of year, so hope everybody's enjoying it. Hope everybody's getting festive, dressing up, eating candy, and just, communing with the dead. But this here is a conversation I had back at the end of August, but I've just been sitting on since then because it's just too perfect for the Halloweeny season. So if you hear any references to the summertime or the upcoming spooky season, just know that that was in the past, and now we're in the future, which is the present. So, just enjoy Halloween, for God's sake, and enjoy my conversation with my longtime friend Albert C. Hall as we chat about Jason Voorhees. Happy Halloween, everyone. My guest today is horror enthusiast and returning guest Albert C. Hall. What's up?
What's up?
What is up?
I don't know. Just hanging out. We're at my house.
We're recording in Albert's living room.
On location.
There's a tobacco leaf scented candle burning.
It's tranquil in here.
It is tranquil. And we're going to be talking about a very, I'm trying to tease it. I don't know how to tease it very well.
They know what the episode's about.
They do know what the episode's about. So we're going to be watching a Friday the 13th fan film, which Albert and I found out that that's a thing. But it is called Jason Rising. And it just came out this month.
After some delays because of COVID. It was supposed to come out in June on Jason's birthday, which I think was June 13th. Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
But it was Friday the 13th in June. So they waited for the next Friday the 13th to put it out, which I thought was so sick.
Let me pull up the Letterboxd here. I think this might be, mark your fake ritual bingo for how many times I mentioned Letterboxd. But if you're a listener to the show, just get Letterboxd and follow me on Letterboxd.
Resource.
And Albert also has a Letterboxd.
I'm on it now.
At Ghost Tropic.
Ghost_Tropic.
Ghost_Tropic. Follow me at Rufus Gloppy. But it's just like a social media account for movies. You can see what I'm watching, what your friends are watching. And it's pretty much a more concise IMDb.
And
it has a dark mode. Which any app that has a fucking dark mode.
My eyes thank you.
Yeah, this is. I just saw this is a 58-minute feature.
Is that it?
Yeah, which is decent.
I didn't realize. That's great.
Called Jason Rising, directed by James Sweet, who has no other directing experience.
Cool.
He's also the composer. And
it's fully kickstarted, I believe.
Yes.
Fully funded by Kickstarter.
This is one of many fan films.
Come to find out, we were like, oh, wow, a fan-made Friday the 13th. And then Lucas texted me earlier today, and he was like, there's a list.
There's a list, which we will be covering after we sort of give you a little intro into what this movie is about. Now, here is the synopsis. An escaped fugitive is on the run, hunted by an elite group of trackers and bounty hunters, but little do they know, they are the hunted when they enter the hallowed grounds of Jason Voorhees. Pretty cool premise. I like that. Like,
They're all doomed.
they're all doomed, but it isn't some, teenage camp counselors
Right.
or it's fucking like,
It's a fresh take.
yeah, it's like Jason going up against some, militarized police,
Right.
But yeah, a fan film.
Crazy. And it, like, we're going to watch the trailer, but we've already seen the trailer. It's so pro looking.
Yes,
Like, they did a great job.
That's what I was reading. Now, there's a big resurgence of fan films, I guess, because ever since the last official installment of Friday the 13th in 2009, it has like been in litigation because
I'm going to put that on my list. I never saw that.
it's whatever.
I have heard. That's
It's
why.
whatever,
That's why I never watched
but-
it. But I need to see it.
I mean, for me, and we'll be gushing about this throughout the entirety of the episode, but and I know I can speak for Albert as well, have been longtime fans of Jason Voorhees as a character.
I didn't watch the new one because I love Friday the 13th, and I'm not trying to fuck that up.
But he's good. He's fine in it. It's like when you watch a
Yeah.
bad movie that has Christopher Walken. His scenes
He's great.
are good. The movie can suck.
Right.
But same for that. Jason Voorhees in the 2009 Friday the 13th
Bringing it.
is cool. He runs.
Yeah, ooh.
He fucking hustles.
I'm here for
But
that.
I guess, yeah, it's in litigation between
Yeah.
Sean Cunningham, who directed the original, and some other dude. Fucking Hollywood shit.
Always.
It's ripe ground for
Fans,
fans, and then with the internet and Kickstarters, you get a shit ton of fan films
New
and
content.
Let me pull up here a full list
Oh my god,
of
so
fan
many.
films. This is from horrorfanfilms.com, which is actually a website that we are going to have to scour because I
absolutely.
love that idea because horror fans get it.
Well,
They should be making all like
It's
franchise films.
it's two pronged in that some of them there have to be some gems, some honest to god great fan films out there, but also there have to be some amazingly
Yes.
bad ones
Yes.
that will be just as rewarding.
Now, according to this website, it looks like the first fan film was in 1995.
Word.
And it is titled Friday the 13th, Part 10, To Hell and Back.
Yeah.
And I'm reading these cold, pretty much.
Which I think that was what Jason Goes to Hell was 94.
Must have been, and then the real, like, Jason X
Yeah,
was...
well,
but yes, he was sent to hell, but not even hell can hold Jason forever. With the help of a few mischievous teenagers and a book from the Voorhees estate, Jason is brought back from his 15-year sabbatical in hell. Well rested and eager to get back to work, hacking up Crystal Lake, New Jersey teens. Will he ever be stopped? Can he be stopped? Probably not.
Probably not. Yeah,
Probably
I was gonna
not.
say that, yeah. That's cool. I would
Yeah.
watch that.
Then we have 2003. Well, I'll let Albert actually
Sure.
read this one. So yeah, you just started so
Definitely.
we have
Friday the 13th, Cold Heart of Crystal Lake from 2003. 4 teenagers are lost in the woods near Camp Crystal Lake. Only this time, it's the dead of winter. But Jason Voorhees does not hibernate, and these 4 lost souls are about to die.
I did read that one beforehand.
But yo, winter.
Jason in winter?
Jason in the snow.
Oh my god!
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Fuck, that's cool.
Like something
I didn't know I needed
exactly
that.
something you hadn't considered.
Moving on, 2011's Friday the 13th, No Man's Land. When a group of youngsters, accompanied by 2 road travelers, find themselves stumbling accidentally into the now abandoned realm of the infamous and long since gone camp, it isn't long before they are picked off one by one by someone who isn't too happy to have been disturbed. Fuck, this is starting to okay, we might
And his name rhymes with Mason.
Well, this is probably a good place to just, we're gonna
Yeah.
jump into the into the trailer here, but it is worth pointing out, and we'll explore this a little more after the trailer. But
I don't know if we said this. The movie is free on YouTube.
the movie's free on YouTube,
can
so
watch
if you
it
want to
with
watch
us,
this with
yeah.
us, you can. But it's also just worth pointing out, in case any listeners are there saying, "Hey, this doesn't sound too supernatural. Where is the occult?" After watching this trailer, we'll explore a little bit more of sort of the natural versus supernatural elements of the entire franchise.
Absolutely.
But let's watch this frickin' trailer.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Didn't you see the sign when you came in? This is Camp Crystal Lake.
A long time ago, some ugly-ass kid named Jason drowned in this camp. His mom worked here. She blamed the counselors, but nobody believed her. So she went nuts, ended up killing a bunch of people because of it.
Sounds like they deserved it.
Yeah, well, she didn't get everyone. This one girl fought back, cut that bitch's head clean off. This place is cursed.
It's time to wake up, Jason.
We shouldn't have come here.
Kill them all.
Oh, wow.
Yeah!
I
Fuck
had
yeah.
only watched that on my phone at work one time,
Yeah.
and we just watched it on my TV through my stereo, and it was way more intense.
Yeah. And now I'm looking at the title still up on the screen. Jason Rising immediately kind of, talking occult stuff, kind of takes on, either Kenneth Anger's, like, Scorpio Rising short film, but just in general, like, the notion of your rising sign or whatever, or, like, rising from the dead. Like,
In the trailer, Pamela Voorhees' headless corpse rises from the grave and opens up a footlocker that Jason is in, and he wakes up and starts killing.
Yeah.
It's
I was...
supernatural.
Yeah, at least because it seems from the trailer that this is really going to showcase, which I don't think the other films have done very well, maybe what Jason is hearing, is seeing, like, not just Jason is murderous serial killer guy. He's actually got his mother in his mind saying,
Think about Pamela in the first movie.
exactly.
Kill her.
Spoiler alert, yeah, the first movie.
If you didn't see it, don't listen. Just watch. Come on. But yeah, so it goes from Pamela having her son in her head telling her to kill to him now with her in his head telling him to kill.
Yes, this is a good spot, good place in the show to kind of go through at least the main franchise films and kind of showcase the evolution of Jason from sad, as the trailer said, ugly kid.
Sad.
He's
That was
like
so
got
brutal.
he's deformed in the initial film. He's at least got some sort of handicap.
Hank Hill might say, that boy ain't right.
That boy, yeah. But yeah, so like you said, in the first movie, we have the killer is
finally revealed at the end of the movie to be Jason's mother, Pamela Voorhees,
who's pissed,
very much alive. Like,
very
she's
much
just
alive.
a person avenging her son's
Exactly.
death because Jason drowned in Camp Crystal Lake, whatever, and because the counselors were having sex and not watching.
They were making love.
Her special needs son.
A great performance in that one.
Oh,
Don't let anyone knock it because it doesn't have Jason proper in it.
No.
It is so good, and as growing up as a child, being raised by a single mother, the the mother-son love that you get is actually kind of nice. That she's just like, they took my boy.
It's my
like,
boy.
I'm taking you. But yes, then in the second one, what do we have?
Baghead Jason.
Yes.
He's out. He's first thing he does is kill the girl who survived the first film, jams a screwdriver in the side of her head, and off we go.
And we find basically the second one reveals that Jason didn't drown.
No, yeah.
He merely
Oh, well, at the end of the first movie, you see the girl who survived she's on the lake in a boat just to be safe, like away from everything. A small deformed boy jumps out of the water and pulls her in.
Yes.
And then it cut to the hospital, and she goes, "That boy, what happened to that boy?" And
Yeah.
They're like, "We don't know what boy you're talking about."
Again, even the first film, and kind of like this Jason Rising film, played with, kind of dream sequences, and, at least showed at the very end.
And, I mean, in the second movie, it's weeks later, or maybe it's like 1 year later, I think. But now that boy is a jacked, full-grown man.
Somehow living off of twigs and berries.
That's passed over.
Well, basically, before we digress too much into fanning out,
Right.
basically, first movie, Jason's mom.
Yep.
Second movie, Jason himself, a real guy that has just been living in the woods and witnessed his mother's murder in the first film.
And I would say, as crazy and scary as it is, he feels shame about the way he looks.
Yes,
because he puts a bag on his head.
Yes.
He doesn't have to do that.
We had said
it's just interesting that
we had said before the show that Jason, of all the big 80s slashers, was the most sympathetic. Michael Myers he murdered his sister when he was a child.
Psychopath.
He's evil.
Yeah.
Freddy Krueger, child molester, child murderer, bad guy. Chucky, possessed by the soul of a serial killer. Jason, sad boy, didn't ask for any of this to happen. But then we have the third movie where he gets his hockey mask.
From one of the most annoying characters in all of horror.
But and he's still a real man. He's still a guy.
Yeah.
And then he gets, quote unquote, killed.
Right.
Cut to movie 4, where he actually dies. 4 canonically is where Jason the man dies. Friday the 13th 5, Jason impersonator, not real Jason.
It's
fun. Fine.
Just know that going into it.
That's you want spoiled.
Exactly, because the reveal of that is so annoying. Yeah. Like, whatever.
But it's a cool slasher.
Yeah, it's fun.
Then 6. 6 is where you get supernatural Jason, risen from the dead, zombie Jason, essentially.
Lightning brings him back to life.
Yes. Then part 7, and these are going to start to kind of like bleed into each other, so we can move on here shortly. But 7, you get him versus sort of a telekinetic girl, a la sort of Jason versus Carrie. And then kind of throughout the franchises, Jason Takes Manhattan, Jason versus Freddy. That is supernatural.
Oh, yeah. By that point, he is just...
Jason goes to hell. He's been to hell. Yeah. He's done his thing.
He's a poop worm.
Which brings us to this fan film, which we're seeing, at least in the trailer, implies that Jason is being brought from the dead.
Yeah.
We get a shot of
by his mother who was brought back from the dead. I don't know what brings her back from the dead.
Yeah, it could even just maybe be like a dream sequence. Who's knows?
I was so surprised to hear that this is under an hour. I'm very excited to knock this out.
Yeah, this...
I'm ready to dive in.
I'm ready to fucking dive in.
Let's kick off spooky season.
Well, for those listening at home, if you want to join us, find this on YouTube and, pause it now and then come back and hear what we think. Otherwise, just we'll try to bring you up to speed.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Peace!
I don't want to scare anyone, but I'm going to give it to you straight about Jason. His body was never recovered from the lake after he drowned. And if you listen to the old-timers in town, they'll tell you he's still out there.
Camp Crystal Lake has changed. Got a death curse.
Some folks claim they've even seen him. Right in this area.
Who's that? Oh, hi. What are you doing on this mess?
The girl who survived that night at Camp Blood, that Friday the 13th. She claims she saw him.
Boy, is he dead too?
We didn't find any boy.
Then he's still there.
She disappeared 2 months later. Legend has it that Jason saw his mother beheaded that night. And he took his revenge. A revenge that he'll continue to seek if anyone ever enters his wilderness again.
Jason was my son, and today is his birthday. That's a good boy. Good Jason.
Fuck yeah, right?
It was so good. It was
Whoa.
such a fun time.
Wow. Yeah, Fakers, do yourself a favor and see that if you didn't. I know you just heard me say go watch it, and now you're hearing me say it again. But
We just watched it.
yeah.
57 minutes of your time.
And can confirm it is very fucking fake ritual.
Yeah.
There is
Hardcore.
like so much. Yeah, I guess we don't want. No, we're spoiling it. Yeah,
I
fuck
guess
it.
so, yeah, 'cause
We
if
told
you-
you to go watch it. If you're gonna watch
Pause
it,
it and
you
watch
watched
it.
it.
Watch it.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about it.
But yeah, we're staring at the opening screen here, and this is before anything came up. They gave us the
Definition of the word curse. A solemn utterance intended to invoke a supernatural power to inflict harm or punishment on someone or something.
And yeah, this is. I mean, basically. Yeah, we read the premise before. That's basically it. It's, But, we just failed to mention it's like Mrs. Voorhees.
Pamela Voorhees.
Beheaded.
Headless. For almost the entire movie. Shambling around with no head. Murdering. She murders somebody while not having a head, which is very impressive.
Yeah, basically this takes place after the fourth movie in the franchise.
Because they specifically say after Tommy Jarvis kills Jason, they bury him.
As we had said before we watched it, that was the last movie where Jason actually dies in that movie.
Right, and they put him in a pine box and bury him not nearly deep enough.
Yes, yeah. And then this movie then the rest of it is set, in modern times.
Yeah,
So Jason is buried at Camp Crystal Lake, and apparently along with his headless mother, who he buried after she was beheaded.
I think that they just buried her there, but anyway.
But, okay, I guess, this being an occult podcast as well, let's just get a little bit into, I guess, what is going on here? Because curse, being the first thing that we're presented with, they are sort of implying that
the town has a death curse.
It's as is said in the first movie, yes. So apparently, now do you think Jason and his mother have come back before? I mean, what are the implications here? Are they?
I think this is their first time back since.
So they do it when people step onto
that kind of
their
seemed
ground.
to be the trigger. The trigger was that they were back.
That's what I want to. Yeah.
Because in the movie, you'll see.
Take a look at.
You see that I guess the entirety of Crystal Lake, aside from a small break in the fence or something, it's chain link fenced around Crystal Lake
because of the events that have happened there.
They just said shut it down, nobody goes in.
Shut it down.
And so then these escaped convicts then go into Crystal Lake to try to hide, and that sets the ball rolling, and Pamela comes back from the dead. She, like her hand reaches up out of the dirt like you see in the trailer, and she comes back and just gets to killing.
And she pulls by the chains.
Oh God,
her son's box from beneath the dirt.
And just like unbelievable strength pulls a casket out of the dirt.
Very Evil Dead. It was definitely a blend of taking some tropes from Evil Dead, mixing it in there, kind of more than, like we were saying before, more than I've seen done in any of the movies, and from what we could tell, the fan films like really played up the supernatural aspect. Like we made the right choice here. It was telling you like, no, none of this is a dream. This is not a vision someone is having. That's a real headless woman running around egging her son on. Like, she has no head with which to speak, but she speaks into his mind.
But then her head still is in the cabin, his old cabin, and he goes there and like speaks to her, or
he speaks to her, but then what does
she speaks to him?
She eventually
retrieves his head. The end of the movie, the headless corpse gets the head,
picks up a fucking chainsaw.
Yeah, and then there's a chainsaw sequence. It's so sick. It's like, I will say,
let's do some criticism.
If I'm being critical, when the headless Pamela Voorhees then puts the head back on, that's when it goes like full Evil Dead.
Yeah,
and this like crazy zombie woman is wielding a chainsaw and kills a new cop at the end of the movie, so they have a couple more people to kill. And it like almost lost me, and then just goes back in for the final payoff, which is the girl, the survivor from the first movie, comes in and cuts her head off again, and she says, "I never thought I'd have to do that again." And it's just like, but at that point, you just kind of give yourself to the movie, and you're like, "This is amazing. This is so much fun."
60 minutes.
I'm not mad. Yeah, and it's 57 minutes. You could just sit down and watch it real quick. Mm-hmm. Like it doesn't
it's
waste.
A TV show.
It doesn't waste your time.
Kill her, Mommy. Kill her. Don't let her get away, Mommy. Don't let her live.
I won't, Jason. I won't.
I guess let's just finish out the show here, trying to, what is it about the character of Jason? Like, let's just finish.
I think
with
he's.
the gush.
I think, like we said, he is ultimately a sympathetic character.
But also, we were saying too, he thinking of him as a water spirit of some sort.
That too. It's so
what? Okay, let's try to enumerate his powers then. Maybe what are the powers of just Jason? Let's forget.
I think
his mom.
there has to be. You have to say there's an aspect of fast travel.
Fast travel, okay.
Because he's there. If there's somebody to be killed, he's there.
Yeah, he does that thing. He'll be there, and then the character will turn their head, and
he's not there, and then busts in through the door.
Yeah. I mean, he's invincible.
Well, he's invincible, which is an important part.
Yeah, they stab him in this. They shoot him. They put a chainsaw through his gut.
I mean, outside of it, they blow him up in the beginning of Jason Goes to Hell. It's crazy.
So he has fast travel,
the water,
invincibility, and
he
brings mist with it. Yeah.
In the movie he does make it foggy, which I thought was fun.
Mm-hmm.
But his just water.
He
powers.
blows clouds. He's a vape star.
Yeah, maybe that's part of the water spirit thing where where he's just vaping.
What flavor vape would
Pond Scum.
Jason Voorhees? Oh, come on.
Pond Scum vape.
Winter Fresh.
Spearmint. Hey.
You think he wears cool water cologne?
Stop it.
He busts through the window, murders us both for cutting up on him.
Aqua de jour.
Yeah. I mean, now do you think if you took him away from the water?
Oh, wait. I just wanted to appreciate for a second Jason's swimming abilities.
Yeah.
He's a good swimmer.
Yeah. And he's got to be so waterlogged.
Soaked.
Like, yeah.
Soaked.
He's undead.
That has to be mildew smell coming off.
Yeah,
Jason.
like
hardcore.
Like clothes you left sit in the washer.
That happened to me recently. Just like
I've done it like 3 times before. You know, you're like, all right, don't forget. Forgot again.
I'll set an alarm.
Jason does smell like that though.
Ew. Basement.
Yeah, I mean, and then he just kind of has like determination. At the end of the day, he's so determined.
What other purpose does he have?
Yeah, really.
He can't go anywhere. There's people to kill. He's gonna kill them.
And yeah, that mask just.
Oh, indelible.
Whoa, indelible.
So good.
Indefatigable.
All right.
But yeah, that mask.
It's so scary, and that's what we were kind of talking about this off mic. The the hockey mask is, I think, just inherently intimidating, but and especially I noticed in this movie, like if from any distance at all, unless it's a very tight shot of the face, like it is just black.
It blacks the eyes out.
The eyes are dark, and that is super scary.
And I think too, it's because Michael Myers has basically a Halloween mask, but it looks like the shape of a face. It looks human.
Yeah, it's
that I think really is like Jason's mask more looks like a skull. I'm now realizing that it looks like a skull.
Dead. Yeah,
so it looks dead. So it's kind of almost like you're looking into the face of like a Grim Reaper. I never even shit. I'm just kind of having a fake ritual moment. I'm like, oh, he looks like the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
Freddy looks like pepperoni pizza.
Delicious.
Yeah, Chucky is, he's
just a baby.
Looks like a My Buddy doll.
Ugh.
And yeah. Oh, Jason. I mean, anything else?
Who's the scariest? Because it's Pumpkinhead.
Pumpkinhead. Fuck yeah. Pumpkinhead is
so scary.
Shout outs, Pumpkinhead.
This tulpa. Just anyway.
Well, yeah. Well, Albert, thank you for being on the show and coming back.
so happy. I don't even remember how I got tipped off to this, but if you showed it to me, thank you. This was great. I was so happy to stumble upon this, and to stumble upon it like a week before it came out,
and just to stumble on horror fan.
Yeah, and then opening these floodgates to
please,
fan
listeners.
films.
Yeah, email us or DM us
fan films.
Yeah, with any cool supernatural fan films. Albert, any thing you want to promote or any social media you want to ask for follows?
I sometimes
get that clout.
Sometimes funny on Instagram at ghost_tropic. Also my handle on Letterboxd, which I just started using. I'm on Facebook. We could be friends. I don't know.
Facebook, yeah. Well, also, as I said in the beginning of the episode, go check out his past episodes. But also, hold on as I burp. Oh, nope, just a tummy rumble. But also follow us on Instagram at Fake Ritual. Email us with, your favorite fan films, favorite supernatural occult fan films at fake.ritual.inc@gmail.com. And then wherever you listen to this shit, please rate, review, and subscribe. So Albert, are you ready to do the deed and tell these good listeners to go fake themselves?
I thought we were going to do the deed. I was like, I did not
do the deed. Whoa, yeah, I guess, wrong turn of phrase there. We can do a 3, 2, 1.
Stay fake.
We're doing a go fake yourself.
Oh, all right. 3, 2.
Wait, I'm counting. I do the count.
Do.
Go fake yourself.